Hello, my name is Pablo Marte, and this is my better half, my beautiful wife.
Mariceli Malte.
And we are Power Marriage.
Not because we are yet, but because we're actually working towards to be a power marriage.
Yes, and God is the power in the marriage. And so we started Power Marriage because we were having problems in our marriage. We were going through some situations that we thought, we probably weren't made for each other, that it wasn't going to work out. We had doubts, right, that maybe we didn't marry the right person. And there was other issues that we weren't communicating. And it got to a point where my wife felt that we had to do something to get it back on track, to get it the way it should be, right?
Yeah, it was, I guess being married, we dated maybe a month and a half, and we got married right away. And we started doing life, but we weren't doing marriage. We were just doing life. We were doing life with the kids, doing vacation, taking perfect pictures. But in reality, we weren't communicating, we weren't connecting, and we didn't know I didn't know who he was, he didn't know who I was. And that actually started affecting me. Once the kids left to college, then I felt like I was lost. And I felt alone, even though I was married, but there was nothing. It was just an empty house with a body next to me.
Yeah. So from that, our marriage was pretty much just going extinct, you can say. And we pretty much had to figure out a way to get it back, rekindle the fire, if you will. And my wife suggested that she wanted to become a life, wellness, a health coach. And she started learning about coaching. So she dove into that. And pretty much that's where the life change in our marriage happened.
Yeah, I mean, I started trying to change myself, because I started a process 4 years ago to change, but there were some things that I still needed to work within myself. And I actually thought that by doing this on my own, he would actually see, there's a difference in her. So I started plugging in more into the Word, more into God, and there was a void, and that's why I was trying to fill that void with all of these classes and all of these wellness and all of these things that I was going into. But in reality, I was not actually looking for what was going to fill me. That was, having that connection with God and having the relationship with Him first, and then this will be working.
That's correct. So we together implemented some tools. I mean, the first thing we did was started reading the Word together. And just reading the Word together just kind of planted the seed in us. And we started seeing God's vision for our marriage. And then with your coaching classes, you learned about communication. And of course, she shared that information with me, and I started learning, and I realized I wasn't listening at all. I was hearing what she was saying sometimes I was hearing, but I wasn't listening. And I had to learn how to listen. And I think I listened, and I heard loud and clear, and so much that I started studying to become a marriage coach, and I became certified as a marriage coach through the American Association of Christian Counselors. And then we started working together to try and help other couples. And what we came up with was a series of videos putting our situation so that other marriages won't feel like they're alone out there. And we talked about the problems and challenges we faced and how we were working and the steps we were taking to overcome. And that pretty much turned into Power Marriage.
Yeah, I think it was more like we were so afraid of taking out the mask. And once you take out the mask, you are actually very vulnerable. You are transparent. And I felt like I was tired of making these pictures, perfect pictures that people will say, oh my God, they have the most amazing marriage. But in reality, we were dying at home, I was dying within myself. And I was doubting. I was actually saying, oh my gosh, is this going to be a second divorce? How can this be? I don't want to go through another divorce. And that's when we actually started, trying to listen to one another, trying to sit down and talk and not change each other's opinions, but respect his opinion and he will respect mine. I think that's the hardest thing for any marriage to actually, go through is, hey, I want to change his opinion to mine, and we can't do that because that's being selfish. So.
That's correct. So we pretty much realize God is the power in the marriage. So first, together, we seek God individually and together, and everything else just falls into place. And we did have to learn some skills on communication and conflict resolution so that can help our marriage as well. But being certified marriage coaches, what we do is we sit together as a couple with another couple. We'll sit across from each other, and we just open up and start talking about what life has given us or what we're doing in our lives and in our marriage and how we can make it better. And that's what we do. I mean, we make the Power Marriage video series so you can get help that way. But sometimes you do need to sit down and talk with somebody. And we're here just as an invitation to let you guys know that if you need some help, reach out to us. And there's a couple of avenues that you can reach out to us.
Yep.
We're on Facebook.
Yep. Instagram and Twitter, you said, right?
Yeah, we're also on Twitter. And we have videos on YouTube as well.
Yes.
Yeah, so you can just search us Power Marriage. But definitely leave us a message through our Facebook or any of the avenues. And we can get back with you and schedule a time to meet, and we can help your marriage. And we've helped marriages also in other states. We're in Florida. It's lovely weather here.
Yes.
And if you're nearby, definitely schedule so we can meet up together. But if you're in another state or another part of the world, just contact us and we can schedule an appointment so we can
definitely
do it via the internet. We can do it via Zoom, FaceTime, or Skype, and we can talk about your marriage and how it can become a power marriage as well.
All right. Well, I guess thank you for being here. Thank you for allowing us to come to you with our little short story. Well, have a good one.
Have a great day, guys.